Alright guys, today I'm going to be going through an in-depth defensive strategy. Um, the first thing you need to decide about is whether you want to place your town hall inside or outside. If you place it outside, your base is considered a farming base. If you place it inside, it's considered a defensive base. One of the reasons you'd want to put your town hall outside is because usually they just drop about 3 archers on it, and after they destroy it, you'll get a 12-hour shield, and none of your resources will be on. So that's kind of nice to have. But I have mine inside because of Clan Wars right now. One of the reasons you might want it inside is to get the achievement. Let me find it here. Unbreakable. If you want to get that achievement, but I don't really worry about achievements that much. It's not you're gonna get that many gems for it, so it's not that special. So I won't worry about that too much. So I'd prefer to have mine outside if you can, but like I said, Clan Wars doesn't allow me to do that. One of the things you need to know about is which one of your defensive buildings is your most important. You have two really important defensive buildings, but your most important is going to be is definitely going to be your mortars. Excuse me. Your most important is going to be your air defense, because in Gold 3, which I am, or anything above Silver 2 or Silver 1, if you don't have that air defense, they're just going to put healers, and then it's just going to completely annihilate your whole entire base. It's going to be ridiculous, and it's not going to look good for you. So your air defense is definitely probably your most important. It's not really probably, it's your most important. But also right behind that, and being very close right behind that, is going to be your mortars. Your mortars are very important. You have to have them to win battles because they're the ones that create the most damage. But you don't want your mortars and air defense at the center of your base. You can kind of put your cannons and archer towers and stuff like that to the outside area where they're not protected as much. But you want to protect your air defense and mortars, definitely. You don't really have a third most important unit. The wizard tower might be. I think the wizard tower is a little bit more powerful than the archer tower or the cannons. The archer tower and the cannons are generally about the same damage. I think the archer tower gives a little bit more damage than the cannon, but they're generally about the same. Your wizard towers are very they're nice to have because they create good damage to a lot of ground troops, a good splash damage to a lot of ground troops, so they're really good to have. But also your Teslas, you want to put them in some very strategic locations. They're supposed to be good against Pekkas, but you can't really predict where they're going to lay a Pekka down, so it's really not that important. But you can kind of surprise people whenever you use them in hidden Teslas. Because if you put your town hall outside and use it as a farm base, and you just put 2 Teslas around there, you'll probably be able to surprise them. He won't be expecting that, but that ain't a big deal or anything. But to protect your resources, I wouldn't put them all together, because I've made that mistake before and put them all together. And if they get to that one section, then they're just going to take all your resources. If you spread them around your base, where they're not separated by, where they're not, when they're separated by different walls, that's when you're going to keep the most resources. Because before, I used to alright, let's just follow my banks in the middle and put everything around it. That doesn't work that well, because as soon as they break through that one wall, just one small wall, then they just put goblins down and just take all your resources, so that's not a very good idea. But let me see here. Also, you want to be very strategic with your air bombs and your giant bombs, stuff like that. But let's get into a defensive replay. I'm gonna show a replay of one that I lost. He got 51% on me. It was still a very good defend, but he just overpowered me with way too much stuff, and I think it was like level 90 something, and I'm on level 72. So I did pretty good to defend this guy off. My base usually defends a lot of stuff. Also, guys, my town hall is level 8. I don't have a maxed out town hall level 8, but I do have all my buildings that you would have for a town hall level 8. But as you can see here, he puts the giants down. He tries to take out my air defense with that lightning spell, but it didn't really work out that for him. He just pushes giants down with that rage spell and kind of just goes through my base. And then plus he has the Barbarian King on top of that. He's dropping spells everywhere, guys. But I don't really know what he was going for here because I mean he didn't gain as much elixir as he used in my base. So I guess maybe he was just trophy hunting, I guess. But anyway, he only got 51%, guys, and that's a really good defend. That's a really good thing, guys. But as soon as he took my mortars and stuff, I didn't really have anything to defend my base with, because archer towers and that stuff were kind of weak against giants. But anyway, I slowly take out these giants, and you know, I know I lost the raid. Well, not the raid, I wasn't raiding, but I know I lost the defense, but it was still pretty good because I kept most of my loot. And I mean, just look how he used 3 spells. I mean, those 3 spells alone cost about 80,000 elixir. So out of all the troops he used, he just wasted about 40,000 elixir just like that, just to try to take out my base, and he only gained 50%, 51%, and on top of that, he's even like a level 92, and he's 20 levels above me. So like I said, my base is set up very good. You can find many bases. Just go to Google Images and just type in good Clash of Clans bases or good Clash of Clans farm bases. They even have some good YouTube videos on a couple bases. But I mean, you can find bases anywhere. I mean, just make sure, you know, I always like my base to look good. I mean, it's important to be able to defend with it, but it also has to look good, and everything needs to be aligned. That's just how I am. I like for my stuff to look good. But don't worry about all these barracks and stuff and mines, because if you're active enough and you collect the mines and stuff, so don't really worry about stuff like that. Just worry about your defense and banks. But anyway, guys, please like the video, subscribe to my channel. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.